Regarding the book of Revelation, there is a lot of misinformation, misinterpretation. Even in the other languages the book is written. But I'm just going to share some details. In the book of Revelation, there's a mention of the Whore of Babylon. Since my birth, I've been mistaken for that person. But truthfully, I've been a victim of human trafficking since my birth, and I have been robbed since then. And there's a person in that book that is mentioned as the lamb that has been slain. And by slain, meaning bloodshed through hypnotisms. And that is who I identify with in the Revelation. The place of bloodshed is actually a county in the USA. And because of what, for example, what they have done wrong to me, shedding my blood since my birth, all over one county turned out to manifest all over the world. Even in the heavenly realms, my blood is cried out so loud. And nations partook in this scandal. Multiple nations, kind of like a metropolitan area kind of thing. Okay, so for example, the county I am in has a lot of illegal migration. I would call them aliens in English. That means foreigners that do not belong here, and they are illegal. This has been going on constantly since my childhood. Okay? I am not bragging. I'm actually quite shocked that I might be that person. Anyway, the eyes in the book of Revelation are the devices that have been put in my head, and that's also connected to my wrist. And that was done by force. So when the religious preach against the mark of the beast, when they talk about the wicked taking a mark in their head and in their wrist, that already happened. That's already been happening. Okay? And those people persecuted me, the ones that took my identity for themselves to make money. So in the book's chapters, what the people were doing, what the people have been doing by human trafficking me, is they literally took excretions from my body and were crucifying me and my soul since my early childhood. They were buying and selling products with my body and soul information inside. and were in a situation where they felt forced to take the mark of the beast, kind of thing. That's what they call the mark of the beast. Okay. So people, the merchants of the earth, for example, they were like literally becoming rich and wealthy off of making money through my head, meaning they put devices and cameras in my head, and these are the eyes, okay, of the nations, okay, that partook. Okay, so they would, I mean, the prominent, the wealthy, from the unwealthy, even the homeless were partaking. Okay, um, the different, it says like the different words they use are like, or phrases, or city of Babylon, or the great city Babylon, kind of thing. Well, what was being done is they were, there is this practice called voodoo that many of you know about already. They took my blood, my body and soul excretions, murderously. They would take that, make that into products. They would put that into the soil of the earth. And the lawns in one county would be manufactured in a way that used what belongs in my body to grow things. So the reason I don't like illegal yardsmen, for example, I don't like alien yardmen. Okay, it's because they came here terrorizing me. They're terrorists and they're illegal. They don't belong here. They came here through the wrong way, through my head. Like this was some game. Okay. So, uh, when they put my bodily excretions and my blood, even my skin information, and my soul information into plant products, into the lawns, into farming products, you see what I'm saying? They would mow the grass, they would cut the trees where my blood was planted. And that literally persecuted me and caused me grievous pain. Literally caused my bloodshed. I seem to look fine physically right now, but those of you involved know what I'm talking about. Okay, so they would use, yes, they would use voodoo dolls, but they would use the earth like a voodoo doll against me. So they would kill innocent living creatures that had my information in to try to murder me like a voodoo doll so they could obtain what I earned and what is rightfully mine. Okay, so not the whore of Babylon, but I was made to look that way, to appear that way since my childhood, early childhood, birth. I was conceived on a holiday and I was born on a holiday. I had my first steps on a holiday as a baby. Okay? And the religious would put me down constantly because they would consider that holiday or those holidays pagan holidays. But what happened is I was persecuted every holiday. Okay. So, there were people attacking me maliciously, accusing me of being the mystery, Babylon the Great, mother of harlots, and of the abominations of the earth. It says, I saw the woman drunk with blood, the blood of the saints. Okay, this is a translation error. Okay, so wine was mixed with my blood. Okay, even present day, manufactured in the medical field, my blood, illegally. Okay. Um, they would do this through hypnotisms, through just putting just my sweat, just my sweat, through things like witchcraft and stuff. Uh, there is waters around where I'm at, okay, and my blood was put into the waters forcibly. There was a time where someone I knew that I thought cared about me took my uh, period blood. In case you don't know, I'm both genders. Took my period blood and tried to sling that out into the water. And all of a sudden, this big shark started attacking people because the shark was pissed off that my blood was crying out. They put blood in to attract and to persecute me, to attract certain fish, to go fishing, things like that. But the shark was upset at the person that did that to me and everyone around me in a boat. So there were other boatsmen around the boat I was in. And the shark was attacking the other boatsmen that were persecuting me at a distance. Okay, so the earth helps me. I get along with the earth. For the reason there's like all these horrible things that happen in earth, like volcanoes, earthquakes, um, tsunamis, tornadoes, things like that, is because of what they've done wrong. To me, for example, what they've done wrong to God. I'm not religious, but yes, there is God. Okay. And God sees, right? God sees. Okay. What did these people do to God? Okay. Put a camera in God's head. Okay. Now, in the book of Revelation, they talk about every eye will see kind of thing. All right. So, what they did to my head is they put devices in my head so people can see through my head. Hence, every eye involved will see through me. Okay, so I have been raped since childhood, early childhood, by people I don't even know. And I was mistaken for being a prostitute, but I was prostituted while I was hypnotized to death kind of thing. So I didn't even get to know what happened to me until after someone got off me and I woke up. I came to life again, kind of thing. Now, the problem is, a lot of people did that to steal from me. I also do that through astral projection, weird things like that. And I have been robbed since my childhood. So all the hard work I've been going through, people ask me, for example, what I do for a living. They want me to say some kind of job so they could take advantage of me. Right now, I'm an entrepreneur, but when I was working like a regular job, I would get paid less than everybody else illegally, less than minimum wage. I would get robbed through the bank, through the religious that were looking through my head. They thought because they could see through my head, they could steal money from me from the bank. And I would go through life not really knowing what that meant. Literal crowns were stolen from me. The kind you put on your head. You don't put on your head. I mean the kind that belong on my head. Crowns. Yeah, really. Not just that, but everything I worked for. I've been working so freaking hard since childhood just to manifest an abundant life for myself and those I loved. Like my soulmates, really wanted to enjoy them. I didn't get to enjoy them. Like for a moment, then bam, they're gone. Social media took over my soulmates. Just check out some of my other videos, my soulmate videos, for what, then you'll know what I mean by like how horrible that is. So I would be drinking and eating things with my body and soul information. They thought that meant I was like the whore of Babylon. No, I need my blood and body information back in me. But the people that manufactured my body and soul information as they persecuted me in foods and made merchandise off of me, that's, they're the whores of Babylon, not me. But if you dissect the word Babylon, you get baby and you get lawn. I have been crucified religiously in a lawn, in some kind of lawn, meaning yard. Okay. My blood was put in plant roots. And in my videos, I show some bloody roots just to prove that point. So I might be what Revelation describes. Describes as let me see. I am the root and the offspring of David, the bright and morning star. Now, these words are a little bit off, but I am the root. I am not a root, but my blood has been put in the roots of plants and trees, in the seed. So the roots have my blood crying out. I planned a restoration since my childhood. but got robbed of my own restoration. Okay, this is just a glimpse of the book of Revelation. Truthfully, I've been describing the Revelation in my channel's videos, video by video, discreetly and sometimes more obvious. I do that as I am inspired and sense the time is right to just explain something or use a special way to demonstrate truth. So I am speaking with authority. I'm not just speaking like something that makes me feel good. This doesn't make me feel good, what I went through, but I mean, I sat under Bible teachers. I went to college. I've been in religious schooling, but I hate religion. Religion persecuted me. I mean, I have been left out of my own graduations, while those that graduated with me get invited to all these different things over the years. So I haven't even been to a reunion because I was considered the whore of Babylon in those religious schools. Okay, anyway, that's a glimpse